Hello everyone and welcome to this week's video. This week I'm going to be talking about some of my fan tribes, just 3, and I might do another one, but I also wanted to say go to my Redbubble because I just posted a whole bunch of cute little Wings of Fire dragons in shirt pockets. And yeah, so I have Clear Sight, Moonwatcher, Sunny, Whiteout, and Sundew and Bumblebee together. So yeah, go check that out. A link for Redbubble will be in the description. So now let's get started. So first is Ridgewings. Description: scales the color of rock, huge wings, back ridge that loops over the tail as a fan, then continues as spikes, one for each 2 years the dragon has lived. Chest ridge, large eyes, and long straight horns. Long legs with long hook claws to grip the rock. Abilities: excellent senses of smell, sight, and hearing. Can bounce on thin ledges and fly for long amounts of time. Habitat: canyons and mountain caves. Advantages: can blend into the rocks around them and hang from walls and roof. Sharp eyesight, can see in the dark and in the light. Disadvantages: often spooked easily and scales are very thin and delicate. Queen Cavern. Alliances: none, as Ridgewings are very peaceful creatures. So the one I drew here has some scale detail along her legs, face, and back, a huge ridge along her back, orangey brown scales with darker brown scales for ridges and detail, and wings with blue eyes. Okay, and then next we have Catwings. Catwings have neutral colored scales, usually browns, grays, blacks, and whites, although they are often mixed to form beautiful patterns. They have retractable teeth and claws, smaller wings than most dragons, and shorter legs than most dragons. They have huge eyes for seeing in the dark with slitted pupils. The spines along their back can be individually moved, as can the scales along their bodies. Their abilities include nearly silent walking due to their retractable claws and the way that their scales and spines can shift around to make them silent. Excellent senses of hearing, smell, and sight in order to sneak up on prey and other dragons. Not very good at flying, as they don't usually fly, but if they do, they only ever fly for short distances. Okay. Habitat: mostly plains, although a lot of them do live in forests, and very few will live on mountains. Advantages: can sneak up almost silently, have excellent senses. Disadvantages: can't really fly, so they prefer to walk. Most catwings prefer walking to flying. Queen Leopard. Alliances: very few tribes even know that catwings exist, so they aren't going to bring them into any wars. So the one I drew here is mostly dark gray with light gray along her underbelly and on her head, with stripes on her back and back legs. She has brilliant green eyes, slit pupils, and hive wing-like face scale detail things. There's also light gray on her back that I blended in with the rest of her body because I've been practicing using the blend tools on Sketchbook, which is what I use, Autodesk Sketchbook, for drawing. Okay, so this is the catwing I drew. I overall really like this tribe. I haven't been using catwings for a while. I don't really like cats. I mean, cats are cool, but I like dogs better. And I'm not good at drawing cats. Haven't been my whole life. I'm working on it, but I think that giving myself a way to draw them in a thing that I'm already good at drawing has helped me feel better about it. So, Catwings, my newest fan tribe, actually. Decided to put them in because I have a lot of stuff in my brain about them. Okay, moving on to the next one. Spiderwings. Description: scales in neutral colors and patterns. 4 wings, 4 eyes, and silk shooter on tail. Not unlike the silk shooter on Silkwing's wrists. Wow, I cannot talk today. Fan spine ridge that curls over the tail, similar to Ridgewings. Also, they also have chest ridges. Abilities: can spin and walk on their webs. Some have venom in their teeth. Some have scales that shine in the sunlight, which are called shimmer scales. Their habitat is thorny woods on an island. Advantages: know where the non-sticky threads are on the webs, like spiders, and the webs are super thin, so you can barely see them, but they're also super sticky. So flying into them means you're basically trapped. Disadvantages: softer scales, and eyes mostly focus on the space ahead, not above. And they also can't fly very well because they have the 4 wings that kind of whack into each other, unlike Silkwings and Hivewings where they work with each other. Queen wolf spider. Alliances: allied with the Speedwings and Lightwings against the Birdwings. Now, if I ever make a second one of these, I'll go into Speedwings, Lightwings, and Birdwings. So this tribe is actually one that I made with a friend a while ago. And that was before I knew that Tui was thinking of making a spider-based tribe. So I'm like, oh my goodness, what if it's like the one me and my friend made? Wouldn't that be awesome? Because, yeah, really, if Tui's ever going to make a spider tribe, I feel like it would be pretty similar to these ones with 4 wings and 4 eyes. So yeah, the one I drew isn't anyone in specific, isn't any of the dragons none of these that I've drawn are any of the dragons I've made specifically. So this one has brown scales. It actually looks very similar to the Ridgewing, I notice now. But yeah, so this is the one I drew. And yeah, so that was this week's video. So like I mentioned at the start, I put some new stuff on Redbubble. I won't be putting these ones on Redbubble because I just don't really want to. Oh, and a quick announcement, I got the official Wings of Fire coloring book, and it's awesome. The drawings in there are beautiful. So, thank you for watching this video, and I hope you have a great week. See you next week.